Good day, people of the YouTubes. I am Shadowhawk 2012, and this is the updated version of Yes, Your Grace. This is a demo for a game that will hopefully be released in 2020, and a follow-up to an alpha playthrough I played maybe... Oh, I don't know how many years ago now. 3, 4 years? It's been a while, certainly. The game was in a bit of development hell, but is now thankfully come out of it, and as said, it looks as if they might be able to complete it in 2020. So, what's basically we got here is a demo of maybe the first hour or so of the game. First 2 months of game time, the tutorials on how to do things. But, yeah, let's see how this goes, shall we? Let us begin a new game. Grevno, capital of Deverne, 1315. It is time, Your Grace. I better put on the crown. And in fact, we can put on the crown. Set your inventory, and we will interact with it. With the King of Deverne. It's getting a little rusty. We will wear it, for we are a king, and we will not be seen otherwise. Your Grace. Move to the edge, and leave this area. We can go to one place, the castle walls. Your Grace! A deserter. Found one of ours hiding in a shed. There's too many of them. We've no chance of winning. If you let him off, the rest may follow. Our army is sparse as it is. We need every set of hands able to hold a sword, Your Grace. With courage, we will defeat the enemy no matter the odds. Let him loose, General. Go and stand for Deverne. Thank you, Your Grace. Over here, Your Grace. How bad is it, General? Our men are scared. It's the middle of the night, yet it's so bright, as if Svarg himself walked our lands. The thin walls won't last long, and we lack any solid defensive measures. We don't have enough men. Once they get in, we have nothing we can throw their way. You can hear the chanting. They're getting ready. We better get started. Archers are awaiting you at the wall, Your Grace. There's still time to put up white flags. That is a lot. We are outnumbered. My brothers, we stood together through the worst of times. We have proved our strength in many battles, and today we will prove it again. My bravest men, I bid you to fight for all you hold dear. For Deverne! Yes, Your Grace. And the build-up to a potentially doomed battle 1 year earlier. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here I come. You found me. Well done, Father. Come on now, Lucilia. So often we can do this. I told you I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? Lucilia, there's no way to speak to your father. Lucilia is a stick in the mud. Shout in Lucilia, we can see you from miles away. Oh, you know I'm not playing with you, darling. The sun finally came out. Let me enjoy it. Got you. Shouldn't have insulted your sister from across the gardens. She always has to ruin everything. She's so proud she can't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. Well, next time you don't want to play, try writing a formal announcement. Oh wait, you can't write. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it out, both of you. Lucilia is such a dumpling. And here's the little one. Oh, I was doing so well. You must have cheated. Or peeked. I demand another trial of the game. How official. Maybe next time, Sidani. Forgive me, Your Grace. I hate to interrupt, but your subjects will arrive soon. Alright, enough games. The throne awaits. Grevno, week 1. The petitioners will start queuing shortly, Your Grace. We really need to shorten the visiting hours. As you can see, we have 50 gold, 70 supplies, 100 men in our army. Current opinion of the kingdom is 30. We have one general capable of doing tasks. Let's speak to our wife. Can you go speak to Lucilia, my dear? I tried talking to her, but she just won't respond. I don't know what's gotten into her recently. Maybe she will open up a bit more to you. She's probably wondering about at the wall. Of course, my sweetest. Tax collector. I bring the collected tax, Your Grace. For the past week it'll be 5 gold and 5 supplies. Huzzah! Your Grace, bad news from the dungeons. Recent floods have soaked into the ground. Now that the sun is out, the water is gone, but the walls have collapsed. Only one cell is currently functional. You should come down and see for yourself, Your Grace. Your Grace, my daughter's wedding is at hand. Congratulations. Problem is, we don't have enough gold supplies to make a worthy feast. What will my daughter's in-laws think of our family? I want to hire a band, buy some of that fancy wine on the market. We don't need 5 gold and 10 supplies. Which is clearly a week and a bit of our current overall supplies. Yeah, that's our taxes gone. Our taxes are now going to pay for a random peasant's wedding. Ugh. Can't have a marriage without music and something to kill the thirst. Oh yes, the thirst's the worst. We will show these peasants what a real feast looks like. Your Grace, I come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 5 gold to help us gather tools and resources required to build an inn. You could really use a new place of rest after a long day of work. Take this gold. Make it the best inn around. Oh, we surely will. Thank you, Your Grace. And we have a third peasant. Monsters! Beasts dressed in black! They come in the night, spread like a shadowy whisper, unseen, unheard until they arrive. They attacked the village and slaughtered all the peasants. We hear the dreadful screams of the slain. Your Grace, I beg you, you must send your men. Check what happened. Find those responsible. Who are they? Bright red heads, short but sharp fangs, hundreds of them, gleaming metal for their claws. We've never seen anything like this. The general should deal with these bandits easily. Thank you, Your Grace. Okay, so we've sent our general. He'll be gone for 1 week, and then we can use him again for other matters. We can now advance the week, however, we should probably want to go and choose some things like talk to our daughters, which is clearly important. We should also probably check these dungeons. Damn it, this is worse than I thought. We can get it fixed, but we will need equipment. I'm no man for this job. We would need to get an engineer too. This sounds like it's going to be costly. Yes. 500 gold. We have 45. No thank you. So as long as you like, Your Grace. Yes. We don't like to stay here long. Good God, that could have been me. Your Grace, do you see what happened here? If I was in the other cell, I would have been crushed. This is a sign. God has forgiven my sins. I shall serve the mighty ones. I will dedicate my life to those in need. I mean, if I can get out of here, please. Why are you here again? Oh, I bumped into the innkeeper on the street and stepped on his toe? How dare you tell such falsehoods? He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and didn't even have the gold to pay for it. I know the innkeeper. He was pretty upset. Oh yes, I think I remember. Your Grace, I've been enlightened. I won't do such a stupid thing again. I will serve a higher purpose now. Just, maybe, let me out? I hope you've learned your lesson. You may leave. What, really? The gods have truly chosen me. I will go and spread their wisdom. Thank you, Your Grace. Our paths will cross again. I feel it. We didn't even open the door. How secure are these cells? Well, let's go to the castle wall, because that is where Lucilia hangs out. I have played through the demo once before, so I am aware of a few things, and I'm going to be trying. I might be doing some things a little differently to how I did the first time round, so there may be some surprises coming up. Still. No, it's you. You need to stop fighting with your sister. Do you want to talk what happened in the gardens? No. I'm fine, Father. I don't know where your sister learned to be so rude. Why would you talk to me? Everything's fine. Don't you have things to do? Why didn't you want to play with us? You used to find the best spots, remember? Maybe I'm not 5 anymore. I will leave you to it. Sure. And we found nothing useful from that. Let's go to the gardens and have a chat with Asalia. Yes, father? Can you explain the fight in the gardens? What's the matter with you two? You and Losilia used to be best friends. I mean, why is Losilia such a big baby? This is the kind of thing I mean. She's annoying is all. You don't have to be best friends, but she's your sister and you need to stop insulting her. Yes, father. I'll try. Yes, father? Stay safe. Do you ever do something silly? We will question that a little later, depending on the events. Oh, stay safe. And that's all we can go into at the moment, so let's end the week 1. Oh, actually, we can talk to you. Tell me about the kingdom. Petitioner, peasants, merchants, knights, foreigners, lords even. They all have their problems, and they all seek help from the king. So resources to help we can use our resources or agents to help those in need. Sometimes people will trade goods, offer their services, or simply give gifts. Beware, some might come with spiteful intentions. You should consider who is truly in need, Your Grace. Which ultimately is the main part of that part of the game. That's all for now. There are other things that we will go over, but we'll do those in the weeks to follow. Brevno, Week 2. Our daughter is most important. We will, in fact, have that. I bring news, father. Asalia sneaked out last night. I ran into her while she was going back to the chamber, all laughing and a bit tipsy, I think. She wouldn't say where she's been, but Sidani, as thick as she is, spills everything to me in the morning. Those two chit-chat all the time, think I don't realize. Thick, don't speak ill of your sister. What's gotten into you, Yosulia? Asalia sneaks out to some wedding, gets all drunk up, and but I'm the bad one all of a sudden? Audrey. Did you know about any of this? No, Your Grace. I better talk to Asalia about this. You guys are going to drive me mad one day. Oh, we have the tax collector. We also have a lord here, but let's talk to the general first. Your Grace, no sign of the monsters. We did stumble upon these bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. Redhead, sharp teeth, a crest of Rodovia. I thought you could only find one in books and old manuscripts. Well, seems we have one right here, too. Tell me. Do you have a king, or are you just a barbaric thief? We are a free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. Bold words for someone trespassing another country. Bold and stupid. What were you and your men doing near the village? We were just making a living. One man might call it plunder, I would call it hard work. Whose banner are you wearing? Your man is right. Rodovia is my home, and soon yours too. I've heard enough. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands. Plundering and killing innocent men? There's no question that justice needs to be dealt to this man. No Rodovian scum will threaten the crown. Behead him. My brothers will hear about this, and you'll feel their poisonous bite. You see Aurelia about this. What do you make of this, Audrey? Rodovians here? How would they get through the mountains? Why would they threaten a war? It's a lot of questions, but I need answers, Audrey. Forgive me, Your Grace, I'm just puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties, talk to some old friends, see who could give us a hand. Our current resources of war would bring certain defeat. I will make some preparations. A collected tax, another 5 gold and 5 supplies. Okay, we have peasants, but first let's talk to Lord Etten. My name is Etten. I am Lord of Brancia, my grace. I'll be as straightforward as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter, and they expect me to pay 20 gold to get her back. The thing is, I tracked them down and I know where they keep her. I planned everything out. I just need one of your generals to help me take her back. Or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I will need your help, Your Grace. Pay them once, and they will only want more. This is the best option. You're right. Send the general my way, and I will explain everything. Thank you, Your Grace. It has to work. wonder if that's going to backfire on me. We'll see. Your Grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, he's a daft little boy, but he still is my son. I ask you to help us find him, Your Grace. Is there a chance you could do so? I believe it should be enough to cover your loss. You really think the gold replaced by... Why did I do that? But gold for son! Oh, well. Yeah, we could have offered the general. I actually refused to do anything about that last time, and it did lead to a bunch of negative events, so I figured we'll try to pay it that time. But, yeah. No, I'd already sent my general off, so couldn't do that. Your Grace, I fear for my life. I think someone's trying to get me. What's going on? I think someone's following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything, right? I better be going. So long. Well, let's go and have a walk around then. We can head into the bedchamber and talk to our wife, so we shall do so. Darling, foreign barbarians visit us this week. Radovians have come here. Radovians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our promise? It might be. What do you think? 13 years ago, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Bayron, wasn't it? Does it matter? After 13 years, a Radovian shows up in our castle. I'll be damned. Yes, Rosulia will soon become a woman. We will need to find her a husband. And Bayron the thug will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. How could we have promised our daughter's hand to a Radovian? With a knife to the throat. I'm not sure what else we could have done. Do you think our daughter will marry some barbaric thug, though? We can't let this happen, Eric. Don't worry, we will solve this. Do you remember the curse? I don't even want to think about this. Let's just hope the curse is nothing but a hoax, and see how things with the thug turn out. What are we going to do? If Baron ever shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully no one will believe him. We just need to play stupid. Unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How could a commoner afford an army? Even we can't. How can Radovians get to Devern? Anything seems possible at this stage. You did send the bandit to the dungeons, right? I'll let him see justice. Darn it, you should have questioned him first. Well, it's barbarian to worry about, though. I don't know. It's unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even? Will let her marry a thug? We can't do this. It'll be fine. I won't let it be taken away. Eric, I'm terrified. I've got this. I do in fact have this. Yes, Father? There was a wedding in a village. I've heard there was quite a fine wedding in the village, just outside our walls. Considering the resources you spent to help them out with it, it definitely was. I'm not angry, I just want you to be safe. Why would you be mad? Is it because I went to market? Come on now, I know about the wedding. Rosulia told me what happened. How would she know anyway? Oh, of course, Sidani. We're on the brink of war, people are constantly requiring resources, and I can't even tame my own kids. A good start, one might say. Do you know what's out there? What could have happened if someone found a princess by herself in a village? All the drunkards, thugs. Nothing happened, Father. I was dressed differently. I was careful. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. All I wanted was a little fun. Lucia said you got drunk. That's a lie. I know what I'm doing. I can take care of myself. How many times? Lucia. Since you're 13, she thinks you'll make her marry some fat, dumb prince and send her off to another castle. If she intends to be such a lousy bitch, maybe it'll be the best. Is that why she's been acting up lately? I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact she's just infuriating. And it doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop with the name calling. You're confined to a castle. You're staying in the castle from now on, so don't you dare try to sneak out again. What am I supposed to do inside these godforsaken walls? That's stupid, Lucilia. I'll take your lesson. Stop with the names. Well, you can't do anything stupid now. We might as well see about talking to our other daughter. See if things have... See if we can get any kind of conversation out of her. We managed to walk through the walls! And it's you. Salia told me why you might be feeling a bit down recently. I think we figured it out with your mother anyway. I'm sorry we didn't realize earlier. Oh, why is that? You're a princess, and every princess needs a prince. Being upset and not talking to us won't help, but I can promise that we will take it slow. Time will show. I'll check on you later. We are a king who can walk through walls. That is a magical power possessed only by the kingliness of me. Okay, we talked to just about everybody actually. I should probably have just ended the week there. Revno, week 3. Dear Eric, we have crossed the mountain trail. We will come for what was promised. For the gods have graced us with their strength. Baron, King of Rodovia. So you do have a king after all. And there's a king, an army follows. What promise were they babbling about anyway? You never mentioned it, Your Grace. I didn't think I would have to keep my word. We can't let barbarians seize the throne. Our treasury is low, but we can always seek allies. We'll let you get on with the audits. I'll make some preparations in the meantime. I'll be in the council room, Your Grace. I bring the collected tax, my lord. 5 gold and 5 supplies. Hey, in about a year or two, we might be able to afford to repair the cells. Your Grace, injustice and hunger have struck our village. Men dressed in black come and took our stock. Hardly anything left to feed the dogs now. I wanted to kindly ask for 10 sacks of supplies. That way we can at least keep our children fed. Feed your children well. That'll be enough to keep us going for a couple of weeks. Gods favour you. We've kept the children's fed. That is important. I come with a business proposition, Your Grace. I need 10 gold to hire men and resources to buy a new tavern in Bransa. You see, the tavern will serve more than just a way for locals to get drunk. The village is really well positioned. There's many visitors, but they never stay for long. A new tavern will change that and guarantee a steady income. I'll share the profits once I start making money on the business. Yeah, why not? We'll gamble. Take the gold and let the business grow. Oh, wonderful. You won't regret it, Your Grace. I'll get right on with the work. 8 solid tables, 13 beds. We can make a cheaper shared chamber. Oh, this is going to work well. Your Grace, a disease is crawling in our village. It's nothing serious, I think, but fevers and sneezes are all over the place. It appeared out of nowhere, as if a dark force brought it upon us. I hope this will be enough for you and your neighbours. Oh, thank you. This is more than we expected anyway. You have a good heart, Your Grace. Indeed we do. Well, let us head out and we will go to the council chamber. Hey there. Pumpkin. Pumpkin? That's new. I like it. Your Grace. Zidani, I always tell you not to play here. But this is my most cherished place in the fortress. The components in this chamber are of most interest. Oh, you have the finest items here, Father. Father? Don't grumble. Go, go, go. I'll see you in the gardens later. Your Grace, organize a scout. He'll let us know what we're up against. Take a look at the map, Your Grace. We can talk to the nearby lords, but first I would suggest inviting Talis. You'll find him in Hagos, east of our castle. Send Pigeon to invite King Talis. He is invited. Great, Talis should visit us within a week. With his army, we should be able to repel Rodovia, no matter what they come up with. Thank you, Audrey. What would you like to know about? We don't know what we're up against, but with our current army, we couldn't stand against peasants with shovels. Svetovid himself would have to help us. Svetovid himself would have to help us. Finding allies would be vital if we want to stand a chance. Current state of the castle walls isn't great, but we shouldn't worry about it. I think it'd be best if we take the battle outside the castle. We can create a choke point at the foot of the mountains. I'll prepare detailed plans. Okay. Of course. Yeah, that's all for now. So let's head out. We now have sent off for an alliance. Let's go to the gardens. And And talk to Sidani. Your Grace? How are you doing? It's so boring in here. I've got more. All three of my daughters upset with me now. I don't think I can do anything else though, so unless I see any new conversational paths. Not really. I'll see you later, darling. Okay, we'll end and go to week 4. Grevno, week 4. It's the end of the month, Your Grace. Starting next week, I'll add up all income and expenses for you. We need to pay our agents, but we also gain income from our allies, Your Grace. I bring news about Lord Eden's case, Your Grace. With his plan, me and my squad managed to take his daughter back. Okay, so we got him back. Let's talk to Lord Eden, actually. We are... Your Grace, my daughter is back. These goons didn't even know what hit them, and we hit them hard. If it wasn't for your general, I'm not sure my plan would have worked. Take this gold as a thank you, Your Grace. We got 8 gold out of it. I know we asked for 20 to get that done in the first place. I bring the collected tax, Your Grace. For the past week it'd be 5 gold and 5 supplies. Hardly any light can get through these windows. These halls used to shine, Eric. Father! Look what she did! Asalia has put feces under my pillow. How can I ever wash it off? Why did you tell her I told on her? That's a lie, actually. I never told her you told me. Of course you did. Now she won't leave me alone. We'll deal with that later. Scuttle off for now. But, if you can't even control your children, I'm surprised you still sit where you do. And that I'm sitting where I am. Forgive me, we've had a lot going on recently. I'm asking if you're going to make me stand like a commoner here. Oh, of course. Let's talk in the council room. You have a lot of books. What can be so important that you couldn't just send me a pigeon? I'll be straightforward with this. I need an army. Rodovia has threatened me and my family. Rodovia here? Yes, they're simple men, untrained. Tell you what, I'll give you 3,000 soldiers. My army can deal with anything they throw its way. What? Just like that? Of course not. You see, my son Ivo has been crying and moaning to me about finding him a princess. He's always bothering me. It's about time he grew up. A wife would keep him busy, out of my way. Losulia would be good enough for him. She could teach him a thing or two. And I also want access to the fine collection of books you have here, plus anything else you can find. You still seek cures for your wife. Her condition has not improved? Well, that does not concern you. You get an army, I get Losulia and access to these books. So an army and for marriage in return. We'll catch on quickly. Is this a deal then? I don't believe you have much of a choice, Eric. I'll not exchange my daughter for an army. I'll find another way if I must. Come on now, Eric. We both know Deverne has seen better times. When Rodovia comes, who will protect your people, your family? Are you going to order peasants to fight them with pitchforks? You know I'm your best bet now. There's no other way. Fine. Deal. Great. I will get lost in these books then. I suppose I'll start from this room. Let's see, what do we have here? 3,000 men. But one likely to be very upset daughter. Grace? Well, let's start this off. Oh, it's you. We have no choice. You must marry Ivo, Prince of Atana. I'm sorry. What do you mean? Don't I get a say in this? We need this marriage to secure an army that will defend us. War is coming. So I'm going to be sacrificed. Do you even consider any other options? Do you even try to offer something other than your daughter? Celia, of course I tried, darling. Just doesn't seem like you tried hard enough. Clearly I'm still marrying some man who never sinned, and apparently it's all decided for me. Thanks for the warning anyway, and not just letting me know on the day. You could have... Ugh. Yes. Well, I now have 3 daughters upset with me. Even more than they already were. I'm doing well. Let's go to the gardens. Oh, of course she's not here. Your Grace? Okay, so no additional compensation. See if there's anyone to talk to. There isn't, other than the Dungeon Keeper. Darling? What? No! Did Byron find us? We can't let him! Lucilia will marry Ivo, the Prince of Atana. I've made a treaty with Talis, marriage for an army. No, we can't let him marry a barbarian, Eric. You said you would find a way. Wait, Ivo? That's good. That's great. Ivo is a prince after all. And if Lucilia is married to Ivo, then Bayron can't do anything. Talis' army might simply scare them away. Oh, this is great news, Eric. Wonderful. Who's going to prepare the wedding? Guests, menus. We need to decorate the throne room. Does Lucilia know yet? Yes, she didn't take it well. Oh. But what does she know? She wouldn't want to marry the barbaric Bayron. Who knows what they do with their wives? Wouldn't surprise me if they cut them up and eat them for dinner the next day. Give her time. She'll come round. I'm well. I think I might actually sleep for once now. Hang on, no! Everything's on my head. What do we eat? Where do I get a dress? I'll see you later, darling. And I think we'll just go straight into the next month. Later that night. It better be something important at this ungodly hour. Your Grace, Rodovan forces have been spotted nearby. Send our men to track them down. They come for Lucilia, Eric. Must do something. Oh, they come for Lucilia, Eric. Must do something. Calm down, Aurelia. No one is here to take our daughter. Let's send the general. We can see what they're up to. Brevno, week 5. Okay, so agent cost 20, total gold minus 20, total supplies 0. No gold from lords or anything like that. What would you like to know about? Current state of the walls isn't great, but oh, we already had all of this. Let's change the subject, of course. That's all for now. Okay, so we have our merchant friend back. Let's actually talk to the general first. What have you learned? Rodovians have formed stationary posts around our castle, Royal Grace. Camps, if you like. They're planning the next moves. Destroying their posts should damage their ability to form strategies, Your Grace. Although we have the prospect of an army, we shouldn't give them any advantage. Wait on my mark, General. I'll instruct you where to strike. Yes, my lord. So we'll keep him available in case we decide we need him. Let's talk to Sidani first. How can I help, Pumpkin? I'm worried about Lucilia, Father. What will happen to her when she leaves? She promised she'd take care of me, but now she's leaving. And why would she lie? And what happens to Dusty? Lucilia will be very happy where she's going. As for Dusty, it's Lucilia's catch. She will probably want to take Dusty to keep her company. But if she doesn't leave, then Dusty wouldn't have to go as well. I don't want her to leave. Can you talk to her? It's not exactly Lucilia's choice. I'm sure she would prefer to stay, but she would never leave you on purpose. Why did she do it then? If she would rather stay, she should. Can you talk to her? Convince her to stay? Of course, Sidani. I can try convincing her, but I don't think that will change a thing. I know I can count on you. Thank you. Yes, I better check on Lucilia when there's still time. We'll be getting ready for the wedding in 4 weeks, Your Grace. The Rodovian posts need to be eliminated by then. We still need to provide for the people's needs. Striking the right balance between the two might be tough, if not impossible. With current resources, we will need to prioritize. Indeed we shall. But let's talk to the merchant first. Your Grace, the tavern you helped me establish is up and running. It's doing so well, it's not just a stop between long trips, it's more of a destination on its own now. As promised, I'll start sharing my profits with you. Whole 3 pieces of gold every week. Sounds fair, right? That is ridiculously low. I think this will be fair for both parties. I guess you're right, Your Grace. 8 pieces of gold it is then. Yeah, it's worth a shot. Hey! 8 pieces of gold. Plus, of course, 5 gold and 5 supplies from taxes. Alright, peasant, make this quick. Oh, Grace, they took our cattle. Monsters with steel came at night and took everything. Sure, there's plenty of grass left, but what's the good of it if there's any cattle to feed on it? Can you help us, Your Grace? This should replace your cattle and get you something to eat for a while. That's perfect. Thank you, Your Grace. Well, we should go and speak to Losulia. We should also probably go and talk to our other daughters as well. Ah, you're back. Your Grace? How are you doing? Yes, Father? Swords. Please tell me you haven't had a skirmish with Losulia. She's far too soft for that. She wouldn't stand a chance. Let me be the judge of that. Show me what you've got. Really? You'll fight a girl? Let's go. I don't really know how to. Since I can't go to the market, I just had to find something else to do. I just picked them up. Let's see what you can do. Just go easy on me, Father. Ow! Too slow. My turn. You're quite an arm there, young lady. Tell me, Asalia, what's going on with you two? Still holding grudges? She's locked herself in a chamber. What a baby. You did leave feces on her bed. Don't pretend like this is the reason she won't come out. This is what happened to me one day too. I don't want my little girls to leave home so soon, but the truth is, once you become of age, we will need to find you a husband, sooner or later. I guess I didn't think of it before. This puts everything into a different perspective. I was angry at her for being so irritating, but now I'm angry at her for that she's leaving me. I feel bad for her, but who will I vex now? Sidonia is too young. It's not the same. I'm sure you'll find some way to occupy your time. I guess we should end it here. I was just warming up. Should we do this again one day? I will find you when I have a while. I suppose that'll be never then. We hardly do anything anymore. Talus would tell you otherwise, trust me. Father, I'm sorry. Why did little Celia wasn't there? Don't apologize to me. I know. I feel like it's best to give her some time. I'll make it right though. Glad to hear it. Huzzah, we've actually improved the family situation for the first time during this video. Nope. Yes, I don't think we can get any good conversation out of you, and I don't think Celia's on the walls at the moment. Grace? Actually, since we have some time here, let's send you to deal with one of the camps. Nope, she's not there at the moment. Oh. Not actually able to go on to next week, so I've clearly missed something. Back to the throne room. What have I missed? Dungeon repair, paranoid lord. Go to the council chamber. I haven't seen Paloma in years. Does the illness persist? Why are you so curious about her? Yes, she's still sick, otherwise I wouldn't even be here. But like I told you already, it's none of your business. Did Yeliz and Baravia resolve their wars yet? What were they fighting about again? Land, witchcraft? I don't know, and I don't care to find out. I have my own problems. Is everything alright in Hagos? Always wanted to visit your beautiful town. Why don't you go and see for yourself what it's like? Surely better than this rat hole. I'd like to know a little about your son before, you know, the marriage. What's there to say? I have his royal blood, and I pay enough for his masters to know that he's at least half as smart as I am. Won't you leave me alone, Eric? I'm trying to focus here. Are those books of any use? Healing fever, how to prevent dysentery, something about malaria. All of these are useless. I'll leave you to it. Okay, so clearly something I haven't done. Bedchamber? Darling? Oh no, now we got it. Oh, do you need help with anything? I'm preparing some handmade decorations. I hope Lucilia likes them. I'm sure she will. They're lovely, darling. Having a roasted duck and Silesian salad. I don't know about the cake. I must speak to Lucilia about it. I'll ask you to work on the preparations. If you need anything, I'll be in the throne room. Alright, let's move on to next week. Revno, week 6. And we have a bunch of people to talk to today. No sign of Radovians at the East Post, your grace. There was nothing left behind. I bring your weekly due for the tavern, your grace. 8 pieces of gold. Riches! Your grace! I know they're after me. Who are you talking about? Yesterday I went to my bed. Someone's in my room. They moved the candles. They left them on the windowsill. I never leave my candles on the windowsill. Your grace. I see. Have you seen Lucilia, darling? I think she's still locked up in her chamber. She's refusing to come out. I think it's best to give her some time. I don't know what to do, darling. The wedding is so close. I wanted her to help me pick flowers, but she won't talk to me. I guess you're right, though. I will get back to the preparations. Of course, my sweetest. Taxes! I bring the collected tax, your grace. For the past week it'll be 5 gold and 5 supplies. Excellent. I can offer my services general, your grace. I take 30 gold monthly, though. This will add to the month's outcomes, your grace. Yeah, but an extra general will be kind of useful. I will hire you. At your service. Your grace, yet another village was raided by Radovian forces. Should we aid them in their time of need? This could have great effect on the people's contentment, your grace. We can't allow Radovia to threaten our lands. We shouldn't let them destroy our villages. We'll send one of our generals off. Glad we hired a second one, then. You can station there for a little while. We need to make sure we're doing our best. It's a good idea, your grace. What do you have there, merchant? Your grace, I bring you a mixture that can cure illness. Works most of the time. Cures almost anything. You won't find better for 5 pieces of gold. Here's the gold. Wonderful. Make sure to let me know if it works. I'm actually curious myself. Now, the only reason I'm picking this up is because I didn't pick this up last time, and then an event in the next week this could have been used for. So I'm literally doing an experiment to see whether this is actually worth it or whether I have just bought some flavoured water. We'll send my general off to deal with another one of those, and next week he can go and deal with the other one. Well, let's head off. Just quickly check the castle walls, see if she has returned, though I don't think she has yet. She has not. Actually, yeah, I can leave through that end. Perfect. Alright, to the gardens. Let's just see if there's anything new I can talk about live release to, but I don't think there is. Nope, stay safe. Sahani still finds things boring, and I can't blame her. Nothing I'm really doing in the dungeon. Sorry, I'm missing going to say anything. Alright, on to week 7. Ooh. Zidani, you are the most important. What are you doing here, Pumpkin? You said I can't have a cat, so I got myself a different pet. I never said you can't have a cat, just not Lucilia's one. It's a snail. I found him in the gardens, and I called him Smudge. That's an unusual pet, and an original name. He's nice, but he's not a cat. He's all slimy and sticky. Kinda gross. It's the best placement I found so far. Maybe if Lucilia didn't have to leave, she could help me find something better. I don't think our tricks are going to work. Lucilia has to leave. She will marry Ivo. And with that, she will have to stay with him, support him. So there's no way? No way. I think he would have loved it in the council chamber, Father. When can I get back there? You mean the snail? What was it, Smeary? It's Smudge! It's not that hard, Father. He smudges, that's why. Yes, Smudge. I'm afraid you won't be able to go into the council chamber for a while, though. King Talis is staying there until the wedding ceremony. Besides, I did tell you not to play in there, didn't I? Yes, Father. Getting close to the wedding. We need to make sure those Radovian posts are not a threat to us, Your Grace. No sign of Radovians at the west post, Your Grace. Did find a hell of a mess though. Left gold and supplies behind. Must have left in a hurry. Ooh, 8 and 8. Hey, that'll do. Merchant. I'll bring your weekly due for the tavern, your grace. 8 pieces of gold. Yeah, and tax collector. This has been a good month. A good week, rather. Okay, we have 3 peasants to deal with, but first... No, actually, I suppose we've got another week. Alright, let's see what peasant wants. Oh, Grace, men with monsters on their banners came ravaging our village. They set our barn on fire. It wasn't long, but the flames spread to other buildings. Most of our supplies are now lost. Please send us some help. I believe this should be enough to get you back up and running. Your Grace is very kind. Your good deeds will spread far, I'm sure. Not that we got any plus to this. Let's talk to you. Only because I know about this one. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. Let me guess, is a monster on their banners? No, not at all. Locals for sure, but they were armed. Our food supplies and cattle were stolen. We greatly appreciate your support. I can give 10 sacks of supplies. I hope this will compensate your losses. That should be more than enough. We're much obliged, Your Grace. Sounds like Rodovia has copycats of sorts. Other bandits can now get away with their crimes more easily. They know who the blame will fall on the Rodovians and hope we won't look for them. Things will settle down after the wedding, I'm sure, Your Grace. Your Grace, I have a small favour to ask of you. Teeny tiny. Would you happen to have any spare gold, you see? 5 pieces of gold is all I asked for. That way, I could get myself some bush. That's it. Some new bush, of course. This is rather unusual, but I greatly appreciate the help. So what say you? Oh no, I'm going to give him the boots. Fine. But it better be boots. I got a +1 for that. Of course, what else? Thank you, Your Grace. I didn't give him any money last time, so that's clearly a reversal of that, because I want to see if he comes back next week asking for more. And most importantly, he doesn't have any boots. Nothing in the council chamber. Let's have a chat with Sadini, see if she has anything else to say. Nope. Casalia? Indeed, stay safe. And we might as well send our last general up to there. Again, we check our daughters, because our daughters are most important. They might not be, but they're most important. And yeah, you're still locked up in your room, which is not the castle walls, of course. Anything new? She didn't. I'm really worried about her. She hasn't eaten anything for the past few days. I hope she'll forgive us for this one day. Okay. Let's move on to week 8. Revno, week 8. Last week before the wedding night. Last week before the big night. Our last chance to deal with the Rodovian posts. Oh yes. Queen wants to see you, Your Grace. At the end of the month, Your Grace. We can expect income at the end of the week, but also the expenses. Your Grace, Rodovia attacked again, but their squad didn't stand a chance against us. I would like to think it'll all be a while before they decide to attack one of our villages again, Your Grace. The whole post was crawling Rodovian scum, Your Grace. Managed to dispatch most of them. The Rodovian post gone? I think we are ready for the wedding, Your Grace. Ooh! 8 pieces of gold. I'm sorry, this is most important. Father. Vasulia, you finally came out. Can you please come and meet me at the wall when you get a chance? I wanted to talk to you. Of course, I will see you there. There's? Your Grace, I'm starting to think that perhaps you were involved. What I'm saying, why would I say this? Why would you tell someone you know what they know? I'd better leave. I can leave, right? What a sane individual. Well, I'm bringing the collected tax, Your Grace. For the past week it'll be 5 gold and 5 supplies. Well, we're building up. I mean, we're never going to get that cell rebuilt, but, you know. Oh, Grace, I came here to ask you for help. My father is sick with fever. Help me, please. He's pale as a ghost and shakes and sweats all the time. We tried treating the fever with cold water, poultice of butter, onion, and garlic. We even given him a concoction of wormwood and mint. Egad, we even tried letting the bad blood with leeches. I'm afraid he won't last another night. This should help your father. It's something stronger that you won't find on a rural stall. Really? That probably will help. Thank you, Your Grace. Papa, here I come. I hope that works. I really do. Unfortunately, I suspect I'm not going to be able to find out before the end of the demo. Your Grace, I've been robbed. I was on my way to Hagos when a bunch of thugs threatened my life if I did not give them all my goods. Now I'm left with nothing and nowhere to go. Is there a chance I can count on your support? Who were they? They were dressed in black. A red monster was on their banner. An unusual ring to their accent. Yes, I suspected as much. My agent will track the bandits and you will get everything back. All what's left of it. Thank you, Your Grace. I hope it doesn't all go to waste. Well, now we have an important thing to do. We must speak to our daughter. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry I shouted at you, Father. I just wish things were different. I just wish I'd spent the past couple of days being with you, not angry at you. I know, darling, I know. I love you, Father. I love you more than anything in this world, Lily. I know you hate it when I call you that, but you're still my Lily. It's alright, Dad. I'll miss you calling me Lily. Your mother has propelled one hell of a wedding. Yes, I better get ready before she finds me. I'll see you at the party, Pumpkin. Well, let's go and have a quick round the houses, see if we can talk to any of our daughters. Doesn't seem like anything new. Asalia? Okay, let's just go and talk to the Queen and see if we have something ready. Darling? Oh, the wedding preparation's going. Everything is ready. I need you to do one last thing. Pick a dress. I'll let you do the honors. This is obviously not an option. 20 gold is nothing, but what would everyone think? So, the puffy one. Yes, I found them right here. Oh, look at this puffy decorated piece of art. Isn't it beautiful? 500 gold is nothing for such elegance. What do you say then? This is the correct one, right? We don't even have this kind of gold going. It's nice, but we can't afford it. Well, don't you worry about this. Bank said they would help us fund this dress, so it's almost free. I'll tell you how the others compare. They don't! This is a middle ground gown. Nothing special, but for 150 gold we can't expect too much. So, what do you think? The puffy one, yes? I think this gown actually looks quite nice. What? Oh yes, it's not so bad, I suppose. -8. Well, it's better than the -5. I mean, I guess this means we could have tried to fix the cells. I'll stay here. The kings of Davan and Atana make an alliance treaty to join forces against Rodovia. Ahem. I'm overwhelmed by the beauty of my new wife here. I'll enjoy the company, I'm sure. And, oh, damn it. Ivo, are you alright? Of course, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you, Your Grace. So, like I said, company. My wife. Yes, here's to that. Forgive me, Father said I should make some kind of speech. I wasn't sure what to say. I hope it didn't offend you. Anyway, you look very pretty, Lucilia. Oh. Ivo, he's a good... I wouldn't let you marry someone inappropriate. You know that, right, Lucilia? A bit clumsy, to be sure, but you will grow out of that. I'll be on my way, if you'll excuse me. Talis, about the Radovians. This seals the deal, Eric. You get the army, I get full access to the archives. I wasn't sure if you would honor our bargain, Eric. Why would you think that? You're a family man, aren't you? I didn't think you'd want to let your daughter leave the nest just yet. Believe me, the other option didn't seem any better. The band was first class too. I look for them everywhere. They've stirred up every pot even in the kitchen. Don't worry, we'll find him, Sidani. The salad looks surprisingly flavoursome. What is it, a clandestine recipe? The dress is not half bad. Didn't know they had such sublime taste. These snails are extremely undercooked. What? Snails? They're not part of the menu. Smudge! Probably went better than anyone expected. Listen, I think I've wasted... I've spent enough time with the guests. I really need to get back to the archives, so if you don't mind, I will take my leave, Eric. Talis! Hi, Your Grace. Leaving so early? Toast! Toast! Drink at least one more with us. See? Perfect timing, Your Grace. Will I get some peace after that? To the young couple. Until the ill-fated toast, that is. Eric, do something. Send for the doctor. Well, don't just stand. Don't just fucking stand there, idiots. You are the king. Go, go, go. He is not, is he? Father. Father! Eric. You accommodated us in your castle, which I'm grateful for. But this! You have failed as a host and are responsible for the events of tonight. The king of Atana, Talis, is dead. As his only son, Ivo, have no choice but to take the burden of the crown upon myself. And with this, my first order is to withhold the armies my father promised to you. Eric, the king of Deverne, you are responsible for my father's death, unless otherwise can be proven upon a royal trial. Until then, Deverne will not receive support from Atana. Lucilia, pack your things. We're taking my father home. Have courage, my darling. And that is the end of the demo. As I say, this is a game that seems to show a lot of promise. And one that I will definitely do a full run through when the game is eventually released. Hopefully 2020 is what they're talking about for dates. But yeah, progress has definitely been made. The plot, interesting. Although I imagine this is going to be the son betraying the father at this point, is my first guess for what's happening with that. But it could easily not be. Obviously that will then be the next phase of trying to prove our innocence before the Radovian army destroys us. Or working out how we can improve our own army so we don't need to do that. But also, what's going to become of our daughter? Our daughters! And Smudge! Poor Smudge! Hopefully, some point soon, we will find out. This is Shadowhawk 2012. This is Yes, Your Grace. Until next time.